You gotta love the beauty of decentralized cryptocurrencies all plummeting as very central figures tweet them to below lows we have not seen in a while. It is lolz. I'm Peter Overzet. Brian Hooper, how are we doing?
Good. Yeah, I don't think Elon Musk is a central figure in terms of being able to pull the strings, but he is a rent seeker. Actually, he does get government money.
Well, it's just funny. I mean, everyone was pumping Doge, buying, selling Doge, just praying he would just utter the words on Saturday Night Live, which he did. And now Bitcoin is plummeting because he says, what did the thing even say? That they're taking it off of their balance sheet from their investment, or they're not accepting it anymore, right?
They're not accepting it anymore. But the main thing was that it hurts the environment.
So you're telling me that one of the guys that we laud as the most brilliant person on the planet, he's going to take us to Mars, all of this stuff, yada, yada, flamethrowers. He didn't realize how Bitcoin is mined up until this point. He just had this epiphany.
Good point.
I mean, are we seriously I don't buy this. To me, I don't know what his angle is, but I don't believe that he's this naive about it.
For me, I think it brings attention to one of the criticisms of EV too, is yeah, you don't pollute because you're an electric vehicle, but the electric companies that power the cars do. Have you ever heard that criticism? I'm not saying I like EV cars. I'm just saying it's they're saying they still pollute because they get the electricity from coal that makes the electricity go, or something like that,
Yeah, well, it's the same thing about when people were saying, NFTs and, the energy cost to minting them. And then it's but the super rich art dealers and, art house world flying in private jets, across the world for these galleries and these auctions, that doesn't consume energy. I mean, it has to be the most slippery slope argument possible.
Yeah, you see that all the time with rich people where they give some big global warming speech and then hop right on a private jet, etc., or sponsor some army, government, whatever, military industrial complex bill where the American army does so much damage to the environment.
Yeah, I don't know. It also just feels like we are living in a troll and meme crypto driven economy right now, and everyone loves the memes and the trolling when it's going up, but then when Elon or Vitalik trolls back and it sends things down, then we all get upset. It's you got to have it both ways. It's
pretty crazy though that it actually does do it.
Yeah,
yeah,
you would think. I mean, Bitcoin hasn't been under 50,000 in a long time, right? I mean, and by a long time, I mean a few months.
It's at 47 now. ETH down to 36.
I guess
understand. How everyone has so much fucking money. How many times can you buy the dip?
that is one of the people were giving Davis a hard time about that too, and all the Bitcoin guys. It's how either you're not as much of a Bitcoin maximalist you're saying because you have fiat on the side, or you aren't actually buying the dip every single time.
And that's not including their sushi farming outfit, their NFTs, their cardboard. It's how much money does the average American make? $5 million, and I'm just not aware of it. How are they affording all this?
Oh, I was asking Kitchen that today on the Swolecast too. I was like, are you cycling, like just moving all of your portfolio from one project to the next? Or are you actually just putting into all of these new projects? I'm the same way. I had to get choosy fast. Top Shot blew a lot of my disposable income that I was willing to invest. And then, yeah, that's why I don't have an ape avatar right now.
Are you thinking about selling any NFT type of stuff because of?
I just I don't know if it's too like the whole kind of idea of contra trading your emotions, but I just feel so gross selling like in these bear dips that I just don't allow myself to do it. I just mentally put stuff on the back burner. So I don't know. And then I don't sell when it's pumping either, because I'm like, all right, we're going to the moon. So I guess I'm just a long-term holder of stuff.
I was more talking like the general account, like the past couple days with the inflation, the CPI numbers coming in. Have you checked that out at all?
No. Explain it to us.
So the consumer price index is like the index the government uses to judge inflation, and it's got all sorts of criticisms about it because they take out certain things, every so often that mess with the numbers, so it doesn't look like inflation's actually that bad. But it came in at like 4 times what they predicted, higher.
Yeah.
So more inflation. And the stock market, I haven't looked in like a couple hours, but the Dow was down like 400 or 500 last I checked. NASDAQ's been down like 600 or 700 the last couple of days combined. But here's the thing that doesn't make any sense. Gold went down today and crypto went down today too.
Wait, but you were just talking, when were you in the Discord? You were saying this was one of the first times that crypto and the stock market had been decoupled.
That's before Elon's tweet.
That's how quickly things change.
It was at 57,000 earlier today.
Yeah.
It went up. It was ETH went up, Bitcoin went up a little bit, and then it kind of came down, but it was steady while everything else was dropping.
Yeah.
And then he tweeted when it was at like 55, 56K, and now it's at 47, whatever. Who knows where this is going to end.
Yeah. I still can't get over how much bullshit that Elon tweet is. I just do not buy it. That guy has acted in self-interest, whatever, rightfully so, every step of the way. And now all of a sudden he's an environmentalist. It's the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever seen. I don't know what his play is, but he's pressing some levers for some purpose.
Doge was just a bit of his, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't need to invest in Doge and pump it up and sell it. He was the richest man on the planet for a short period.
He just thinks it's funny.
Yeah, he just thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Same page there. So, but yeah, this new environmental Elon thing, and he's also been kind of like not a global warming denier, but he's received criticism of it because he he's tweeted out before that there could be a free market solution, which this isn't a free market solution, I think, but maybe he would put up the money, but someone should put up a whole bunch of money for someone to come up with something like take the CO2 out of a machine to take the CO2 out of the air or something creative without having to redo the entire world's economy, like the Green New Deal type of thing.
Yeah.
So I think they shit on him for that. So, but I don't know, he's not a global warming denier at all, but I think he has received some criticism for his ideas on that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is you can't take anything he says seriously. There's already screenshots of him. He was replying to Jack Dorsey about how, Bitcoin energy consumption isn't as bad as people make it out. And he was co-signing that. Then he did the thing where he was buying Bitcoin, then he sold it. And he said he was actually just testing it, its resilience, or if that was going to move the market. He just talks out of both sides of his mouth whenever it's convenient for him. So I have no take on what it actually means, but I just know that you can't really trust what Elon says.
And then he goes on Saturday Night Live. Seems weird.
Yeah, I only tuned in for a little bit of it, and his performance was extremely cringe. It seemed like the more normie take was SNL always sucks. Reminds me never to watch it, but at least most guests and hosts they have some bit of charisma, some bit of on camera stage presence. It was very cringy for me to watch.
Yeah, I can't I can't watch Saturday Night Live. I'm in the
I don't watch it regularly either, but I'm like, I promise you, a regular non-Elon show is not this bad.
I didn't watch this one at all, so
Yeah.
I believe you. For me, it's like The Simpsons. Like, if you're still watching The Simpsons now and you think it's funny, there's something wrong with you. Sorry.
I don't even. Is Simpsons even still on? I don't think I've ever seen someone talk about Simpsons in a long time.
It probably is.
Yeah,
it probably is. I honestly don't know. They should have stopped in about 1996.
Well, that's the problem with any of these things. Like, it's so hard for. It's the same reason movie sequels get made, and then there's like really good original scripts like sitting on some executive's desk because they don't want to take the risk in greenlighting it and knowing if they can get their money back, so they just make Transformers 7. It's like, why take a risk on a new cool cartoon when you could just keep printing on Simpsons IP?
Yeah, well, they can't anymore though. Too much competition with YouTube and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was thinking about this. You did a live NFL draft stream, and I turned in for the first whatever half an hour, and you said on there that like Levitan or somebody was giving you shit. I don't know if it was him. I don't come on.
Yeah, it was
like,
Levitan.
Yeah, they're gonna watch you instead of ESPN or something like that. They were making fun of you, and I'm thinking, I mean, you already know what side I am on this. I'm like, yeah, of course, they definitely will watch him or just somebody over ESPN because ESPN sucks balls. It's horrible.
No,
who watches ESPN?
That was what I mean. I literally think Adam was just tired that night and didn't want to do a live stream because he built a business model on the whole point that people care about fantasy and not what the talking heads and former NFL players are saying about the game. Like, that's what established the run is. Of course, they would rather hear from you and Evan about the draft than some booger on TV. That take was, there was something else going on there from Adam on that take.
Yeah. But leaving him aside,
just
that kind of mentality is like, that's a dying medium.
Yeah,
they're a dying medium. ESPN, all those people, and the quicker the better, in my opinion. And like I haven't watched the NFL draft. I went to the live NFL draft when I was here in Chicago, whatever, 5 some years ago, and it wasn't that fun either. But the ESPN coverage last time I watched live, I can understand ESPN like draft coverage a little bit more than all their other garbage, because it's like the only thing they're the only ones who cover it still, right? Like they have exclusive rights.
I think they have the exclusive.
Mel Kiper's still there. Okay, I could kind of see watching it there, but it still sucks. Like, it was really, really bad. First of all, you get the picks before they do because you have the internet. So it's like there's not fun anymore. It's not the only game in town. They're like puff pieces on the players are so cringe. They're not even cringe. They make me angry. Like,
well, because they're manufacturing. Yeah, like this guy's leg fell off and then they sawed it back on, and now he's here to conquer the world.
Yeah. He had 6 moms and they all died before he was 2. It's like, fuck you, ESPN. I don't care.
Well, this is one of our evergreen lulz topics. I think we've had this idea like 3 or 4 times, but the future is being able to turn on. ESPN pays for the rights to the footage or the actual draft stuff, and then you pick your audio track that you want. You want the fantasy track, you want the sports betting tracking props, whatever it is, your flavor, you want your specific team commentators talking about how everything affects that, and you just pick, which is essentially what YouTube subs and podcasts are. You are picking your hyper specific niche for that content, but you're just mashing it up with the big stream event or whatever.
Yeah. Like, release the code, like release the feed.
Yeah.
Like, they need to get it out of the hands of fucking Joe Buck and ESPN and all these garbage. Like, I like, like Gus Hansen's really good. And like, obviously there's really talented guys, but they could still do their thing, and people will tune in. It's just like a lot of these other sports. I was thinking they could start with like a minor league MMA, like one of the smaller ones, or I don't know, like a minor league tennis or something. Like, someone will have the foresight to let's just release the feed. Like PGA, their live coverage during the week is so bad. Like, they don't even turn it on at the right time. Like they could just like put someone with a camera out there and let us put it on the internet. Someone will announce it. It'll be super entertaining. Like, it's the whole problem though is then how do they monetize that? Like bar, like a bar show and a pay-per-view event. They have to pay like $5,000, you know, depending on how many people they have there. And like, I don't know how they would do it, but it'd be so much better.
Well, I mean, speaking of that stuff, I mean, the way YouTube works generally is like if we were to go and watch a highlight clip of some NFL play, the video would get demonetized, or we could run ads against it, but it'd be the NFL or the copyright holder that gets the ads on it, but we could use it. Did I tell you about when Spags and I were doing a splash play a couple weeks and we were watching old WWE footage and they shut down the stream in real time?
No.
Like we knew it would get demonetized, but we didn't care. We were like watching old like NFL players who had done this stuff, and they legit shut down the stream in real time. The chat went blank. And it was like, are you kidding me? Like this level of like, okay, you can even monetize this, whatever $6 in ad revenue I get from that. And then you're sparking interest in other people to go seek out more WWE things. It's free marketing for you. Like how backwards are these laws?
Yeah. And that's, I mean, yeah, some of it's law, some of it's just YouTube policy.
Yeah.
And they're like, they treat everyone like a pirated crack streamer. Which is not. And I like Red Letter Media, the movie review guys, YouTube channel, and they've gotten shut down for giving movie reviews, which is like under fair use. You know, I mean, you show a little bit of the movie and then you talk about it, and yeah, it's brutal. And if you look at like Twitter and YouTube too, they're getting so like corporate. Like every suggestion is like CNN. Or Twitter will have, Washington Post wants you to know about Ellen DeGeneres. It's like, you know I don't care about that, Twitter. You know I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No one else does either. Stop trying to make Ellen DeGeneres popular again. No one cares.
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. I did just get YouTube they have this thing called YouTube Shorts, and I think it's in beta right now. Like one of my short videos got like reformatted in it, but they're doing like a creator fund where they're actually pooling together money and they're going to pay it out to people who have successful shorts on there. And I know Snapchat and some other social media sites have done this model, but it's just hilarious thinking of how much YouTube has benefited and monetized their creators. And they're like, yeah, now we'll actually just toss you a few scraps back to use and promote this new video feature we have.
How does that work? So where do they get the money from?
I think it's just their revenue. Like they're putting up, I know Snapchat did it a few months ago too, where it's like they were giving 10 million out to creators, and then certain things that went viral, they would like reward. I don't know how they judged it or whatever, but YouTube is trying to get into kind of like the Instagram story, the fleets, the TikTok game. So like the vertical quick hitting posts. So they're trying to figure out, I think, how to integrate that into kind of like their feed and their subscriber mechanics.
It's still, YouTube still is awesome, by the way. I still think a lot of this stuff is the like that Louis C.K. joke where he's on the airplane and it's the first time they have internet on the airplane, right? And he's like, this is amazing. And then it goes out 5 minutes later and he gets all pissed off. This piece of shit internet.
Yeah.
So used to things so quickly. It's like, you know, if you didn't have YouTube or whatever, things similar, it's way worse than just them cutting your stream or kicking off some of your favorite YouTubers, whatever. It still sucks. Don't get me wrong, but
I was literally that guy. I was on, on my first plane ride in 15 months coming back from Miami on JetBlue, normally pretty good internet. But I think because of a storm coming out of Miami, they had to send us kind of a wide berth out into the ocean. So we were outside of their coverage area for like over half of the flight. And I'm sitting there just so tilted that I don't have internet on this flight. Like I just couldn't believe it. I was like, how do we not have this up and running right now? But yes, I was flying through the sky back home within hours from a distance of thousands of miles. So I guess that was pretty cool too.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're, you're still right to complain. Like the TSA takes too long and all that stuff. I get so there are things to complain about, but all in all, it's still amazing. Like all these new technologies and stuff. It's like such a different world. I think there's like a cultural, I was thinking about this concept when I watched a stream of yours during the football season a while ago. It was you and Hulka.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one it was, but you were like quizzing Hulka on movies. Might get this wrong. It was on something. And like, he didn't fucking know any of them.
Yeah, that was on Tilt Space. It was Leone and I were asking him. I don't think he had seen like Goodfellas, or it was some of the classics he hadn't seen. Yeah.
And it just made me think about, like, I think there's like a big cultural difference between, like, I don't know, whatever people, give or take 5 years, around like 30 something, like somewhere around there, under and over.
Yeah.
Like when like I was growing up, and I'm assuming same with you, like everything was the same for everybody since like the 50s or 60s. Like everyone knows, like, I Love Lucy, right? I guarantee you've seen I Love Lucy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I bet if you ask like a 21-year-old, they'd have no fucking clue.
No,
It's not like I was an I Love Lucy fan. It's just everyone watched the same shit. All the movies, all the TV shows, like the culture was,
it was a monoculture. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they're like these young guys who don't know anything. Like, I'm not trying to shit on Hulk, I'm just like leaving him aside, but like a lot of young guys, they can't name anything from the past, is because there's no reason for them to. It's like the whole paradigm has shifted, like, culturally. They're growing up completely different. And I think we're seeing this with like the polarization of the country.
Right. It goes both ways too. Like the random shows that my in-laws watch or whatever on, the big shows on CBS or whatever, like half of them I haven't heard of, or half of them I have zero interest in watching, but I feel like it's actually kind of unfortunate, right? Because they're almost at the mercy of whatever is put on by the big networks, that's their comfort like channel. Mm-hmm. Whereas we are more adventurous and we're willing to go seek out the specific media wherever we can get it because it's specifically tailored to our interests. And it's like, surely there is stuff out there now on the internet, podcasts and stuff that they would love and be directly for them, but it's just too daunting to go find the platforms or whatever and figure out where those are.
Yeah, that's true. I'm talking more too, though, like the way like I grew up and probably close to you was probably almost identical to a guy who growing up in the 70s. It was probably very close. Got your car at 16, no phone. You probably had to connect with your friends the same way. Like we lived for all intents and purposes, like the same life. You know what I mean? And I think that has a lasting effect on how you view the world, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And then you take all that away and you put phones and computers and the internet and all this stuff, into young people's hands, and you get rid of that kind of hegemony, like of media, right? Where everyone watched Star Wars. Everyone knows something about Star Trek or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone knows these movies. And it's like everyone saw Goodfellas. Everyone saw all the mafia movies, what I mean? All these classics. Everyone fucking knows it. Everyone was raised very similarly compared to how it is now, where a young guy could name, like, forget, like, even you, like, you're more plugged in than I am to like the internet world, bands and shows and internet culture shit that I would no clue what the hell they're talking about. But this is what they were raised on. Yeah.
This is going to turn, we're going to start feeling like boomers. I mean, even think about the days, like you were saying, from like the 70s through the late 90s, like the idea of kids during the summer, you just leave your house and you're just running roughshod throughout the neighborhood, throughout the whole day. You have no devices and your parents are there and you just come back at dinner time. Like, imagine that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, I doubt it. You take your go-kart over to your buddy's house or something. That's what I used to do.
You had a go-kart?
Yeah.
You had a go-kart?
We had a go-kart, yeah.
Wow. See, I always was begging my mom for a go-ped, the motorized scooters, and she would not let me get one, so I was just on my bike.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have. The cops got us a couple times. We had to push it back to the house and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone had like motorcycles and stuff. I didn't usually ride them too much, but yeah, I doubt a lot of that stuff is going down.
Yeah.
Down anymore. And you could tell, like, I do think it does have an effect on the polarization of the country. I really do. Like, if everyone kind of had, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying, I'm pointing it out. Like, if they could name all the movies and quote them all and shit like that, maybe people could see more eye to eye if they had the same culture.
Well, and to that point, don't you think there's this certain aspect, like, because we can specifically curate curate our feeds, our media, however we want. Like I could go and make my Twitter feed have no one that disagrees with me, general, similar worldview, same interest, blah, blah, blah. Like I could create that echo chamber. I probably have unwittingly to an extent. Whereas back in the day, like you just have to interact with everybody, right? Like there were no ways to wall yourself off into that echo chamber. You were still like living in communities where I assume there would be more differing opinions and types of people.
What about girls?
What about them?
Well, I mean, can you imagine back then? Back then, you dated whoever was at school, or like through friends, and friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, like, there's these kids are getting gun pointed to their head.
That story. Tell people what story you're referencing.
My brother sent me this link this morning about this poor guy who went on a Tinder date and told her that he was a Dogecoin millionaire, and they started having sex, and she pulled out a gun, showed him that it was loaded, pointed to his head, and said, "I don't know, come inside me like God planned," or something like that. I want a Dogecoin pappy.
First of all, like, who tells someone that? Brandon says that's not true. The article seems pretty true.
So funny.
Who tells someone that they're a Dogecoin millionaire?
That's what I said. It was someone lying.
Yeah.
The guy's probably got like 80K in Doge, got lucky, and now he's like, I got like $1 million.
Yeah, and also like it's just such a weird brag of like, I have this shit going and it's probably gonna go to zero here in probably a month.
Well,
and she's like, no.
So.
And also I feel like there'd be a clause, like if I was holding that guy at gunpoint, I'd be like, we need to sell this ASAP because I don't think Dogecoin in about 20 years is paying for little Poppy's college.
Right. You finish up, and as soon as you're done, get on that Robinhood account and sell this shit.
Have you held any Dogecoin?
I haven't, because I've never had a Robinhood account, and I'm not going to, I don't know what other easy way to do it to get Doge. And then Robinhood went all sued on me, so I'm like, I'm not getting an account there.
Yeah.
If it drops, will you buy any?
No, I don't fuck around with the meme coins.
You got burned once.
I haven't gotten burned ever.
I thought you said you got burned on the shit coins in 2017.
Oh yeah, but I mean not like true meme coins. I mean like at least the coins I was buying, they told me they were going to change the world with their stuff, but I wasn't buying explicit meme coins. I was buying like Monero and shit like that.
Monero's done pretty well.
Yeah, I bought like the stuff, it used to be Zcoin. It's now called like Firo because it had like the zero proof knowledge stuff. And like I was buying stuff that was like, this is the future of like anonymous crypto transaction stuff. And now like, how can Monero go to the moon when none of the exchanges support it? Like it is doing what it is supposed to do. It just has no adoption.
Okay. Did you end up getting rid of all those finally? Did you make money back?
I have them all because my thought was like, if I sell one of these and it runs, which is what ended up happening. I had a bag of BNB and it's like 50x from when I bought it. And so that one will like pay back for all of my other horrible investments. And I still haven't sold it. It's still running.
No,
I think I bought BNB at like,
today.
Yeah, actually it is down like 100 now.
Might not be after old Paper Hands Musk gets his hands on his phone.
Man, he just must be having so much fun. Imagine,
you're so right. He's
having the time of his life. Like, think about all of us. Like, when we put out a tweet, the whole reason you do it is because it's fun to get the interaction. You get the replies, you get the likes, you get the retweets. Imagine Musk, that just levered times a million when he puts out a message. The dopamine rush of engagement in movement on one tweet. It's got to be an incredible feeling.
Especially when you have all the money in the world. Like, what else is there? Maybe he should go on a date with that Dogecoin chick. That might be a dopamine rush you can use.
No, okay. That would have been a good SNL sketch. Elon tells Kate McKinnon he's a Dogecoin billionaire, and then she holds him at gunpoint and makes him inseminate her. That's the sketch.
I was thinking of an SNL sketch with Skits and Trey Kirby,
Yeah.
but not an SNL sketch, but just it would seem like it, but it's actually real life.
Okay.
That like they actually hate basketball now, but you just don't know it. So like as soon as the podcast goes down, like Trey
that.
takes his beard off, it's fake, right? Skeets has like a fake, like a French Canadian accent, like stupid Americans, fucking basketball. Like they're total frauds. They hate basketball. None of this was ever real.
Dude, I love that a lot. And it would have to be that specific example because everything they do is about I couldn't do that for football because it was like, I just started talking about Top Shot for 2 months or whatever straight. But those guys have devoted their life to basketball. I love that. That'd be a good
jersey
premise.
wearers. They do my jersey wearing bet.
Yeah.
What are you, a high school girlfriend? Oh.
They just absolutely hate the sport. All right, let's produce that sketch. We got Christopher Donaldson, first time catching the show live. Welcome, Chris. Welcome. If you guys are tuning in because of our massive show last week, did you say our audio numbers with Yukon Dave were they our highest audio numbers or up there?
I think our EM2 one.
The
highest.
Who was that? So we didn't have EM on, but we had. Who did we have on that show when we were talking about it? Was it Petty came on?
Alex and Petty.
Okay. Yeah. That was fun. I remember that. That was an electric time. That week was very fun in the DFS streets.
Yeah. I'm not saying we had him on. I'm saying like, cause he tried to start a beef with us and then went on Run Pure stuff and then blah, blah, blah. That just a lot of people started, well, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah.
But yeah, second highest probably. But our podcast numbers, like no one was listening to it when we first started. Like we would have like 60 downloads.
Yeah.
So beating the first 6 months is not very hard.
No, it's cool. Like all the pods that I'm now doing there that we have. So lolz, Ship Chasing, and Club Top Shot, like all of our numbers are up big time. Club Top Shot's new, but lolz and Ship Chasing from this time last year have such a higher floor with our numbers. Well, I mean, it makes sense. Like lolz was a new show, Ship Chasing was new, so it's cool to see that the consistency, because those are the two shows that I've done weekly Wednesday nights now for almost a year now. So it's nice to see that.
Yeah. And we have never promoted. So I like this idea of the giveaway. We've talked about doing stuff like this and we never do. We always just don't talk and then we press play and see what happens. But yeah, so
we finally have gotten to be a little bit more professional. We just got the iTunes reviews. We'll do this wheel in a sec. We got the Discord going, which I think was long overdue. I mean, we both had the Discords going, but we had never created a lolz channel. It's been one of the more fun additions to the show, I'd say.
Definitely. Got a couple of comments in my YouTube.
Yeah.
Marco says we need the MMA stream.
We'll commit right now. We need a really good card, but we will do at least one of those this summer. We'll get a really fun one on the weekend, get all the lolz friends, have a bunch of drinks, and hang out. I think that'd be a good time.
Let's do it. Bro. Brick, you need the Voyager app. Robinhood of crypto, publicly traded company. Oh, that's publicly traded, huh? Bro. Bro probably owns that company. He's been winning so many DFS tournaments lately.
Wait, I saw you say, well, your tweet was Yukon Dave, since he came on the show, had he been taking down some MLB tournaments?
Yeah, he won he won 101 and 15 another. He took down like 2 that night, and like 20 during the day. He does like all the slates too, like Alex. And then yesterday he almost won. He took second.
We also didn't really. I mean, we were the Discord after last week's show that night, and then the next day. I mean, there had never been so much activity talking about that show. Now that you have a week with it in the rearview mirror. How are you feeling about that show? Because people enjoyed it as pure content. People actually loved it.
Yeah, I was fine with the show. I didn't have any problem with my performance. I think other people did.
Wait, you had a problem with my performance?
No. I said other people might have had a problem with my performance. I'm saying I didn't have a problem with my.
No, because this is why. Okay, this is what I will say. I love that you were you. You didn't pretend. Like sometimes people on interviews, they like, they try to be someone there else, or they're like, oh, I'm not saying be more professional or whatever, but they become something else. You were Brian Hooper that entire interview, and I really appreciated it, even if it led to some awkward moments. I just love that. I was like, Brian is being Brian, and that's what I love.
I had fun. I was planning on doing that the whole time, so that's exactly what I was going to do, and I did it. So I don't know.
Wait, so it was premeditated?
I was going to ask you about the process. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like everyone asks me all the fucking time, and they rightfully should, because I put myself out there now, right? And so it's totally fine. I have a Discord. I'm in your Discord, YouTube stuff, blah blah blah. So like, I don't know. People ask me, and I'm able to handle it, right? And so he should be able to handle it. And he's also a professor in data science or whatever, statistics or optimization, whatever the fuck his thing is. So you figure he's like super used to getting questions. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with saying, oh, I can't answer that, but here I could say this. There's nothing wrong with that. So I was the plan was, I'm just gonna, well, do you do projections? No, okay. What do you use this? Do you use regressions? Do you use sims? Do you blah 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 blah? Answer or don't. I don't give a fuck, but I'm gonna ask it.
Someone needs to put together a supercut of the me being good cop and you being bad cop. Just like a really quick, like 45-second thing of me trying to liven it up and then you being like, do you use random forests in your simulations?
We're also very nice to everyone who comes on here. Pretty much every single time, except for maybe once, which someone mentions here in my chat, that we should have Chris Randone back on, which we would love. I'm not sure he would want to do it, but maybe you were a little not salty, but I don't know what the word is, since no one's ever actually seen that stream unless they watched it live.
The Randone one?
Yeah, well, you were kind of fucking with him just a little bit, not too bad.
Oh no, I was trolling him nonstop for the entire second half of the show.
I should have said that. Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, if Randone wants to have another battle of wits, he's tried it in video stream. He's tried it on Twitter. It hasn't worked out well for him. He has an open invite to come on and talk on lolz anytime he wants.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We did have record download numbers when he was on, so it's good for business. Okay. Should we spin this wheel?
Sure.
Don't sound so excited.
Well, I didn't know if we want to do, because we got over 20 minutes left, right? How long does this take?
Well, but we also we were going to open the packs too that we're going to give away.
That's right.
Yeah. I think I have an internal clock where I can feel the timing in the show, and it feels like now is the time we spin this wheel.
All right.
So to recap, first of all, Shooter McGravin from Discord, you said you weren't on the wheel. What's your Twitter handle? If you left a review, I'm not opening this up to anyone else. I pulled from the tweets. You needed to retweet Brian's tweet and leave us a review on iTunes. I know there was a couple of you that didn't have Twitter. This is the last call for those people. But this is the deal. We said Brian has a couple open packs. I had an unopened pack. We were going to each give one of those away. And then $100. We talked about a gift certificate to the Top Shot Marketplace. Brian and I said we will put up $100. You can either go tell us like which 4 moments you want, if you want 4 of the Steph Currys like Corey, or if you want the one Zion under $99, we'll buy that for you. So the top giveaway prize, Brian, $100 to the marketplace. It's lolz's way to stimmy the market.
Let's do it. And will this drop the market, you think?
This will, I do think this could have an Elon like effect on the Top Shot market. So let's do this. This is for, should this be, this first one is for your base pack?
Sure.
All right. We got a base pack.
Get my Top Shot going here. Yeah.
All right. This person we'll open these packs after this here too. And, is it Corey?
Oh,
or is Eric. It Blair?
It's Eric.
Yeah, of course, Belair.
That's gonna seem rigged.
Got Eric Belair. I should, again, we've been mentioning the Discord. We were recirculating the ranks, Brian. I don't know if you saw this. It was who is the most active. Eric Belair, the number one most active person in the Discord.
I did see that.
Epic. Good things happen to people who constantly post in my Discord, I think is the moral of the story. Congratulations, Belair. Everyone's still that Belair. Corey, you ran so bad on that one, Corey. You were so close.
That was pretty bad luck, Corey. That was damn close.
All right. This is for a pack from me. Let's see. I see Coney Dog in the chat. Or is it going to be Smash Mouth Bucks? Smash Mouth Bucks.
Okay.
Congratulations, Smash Mouth. Are you watching? I am going to gift you a pack. Congratulations. And now, Brian, for the $100 big money prize, you must spend it wisely. You cannot have this in cash. You cannot have it in Venmo. This is us buying a Top Shot moment for you. Oh, it's our guy, Tom Ducato.
All right.
There we go, Tom. Very nice, Tom. You guys who won, we know Belair, Smash Mouth, and Tom, let us know your guys' Top Shot names. And Tom, let us know which moment you want under $100. $100 or less. We will hook that up. If you want 2 moments that add up, that's fine too. And then obviously the caveat with the gifting rules, it will be a week until we can send these to you.
Not our choice.
Nope. All right. Should we open some packs?
Yeah. Why don't you open first?
Okay.
And I will see if I can set up this sound thing.
Everyone's already revolting against Belair.
That's funny that he won.
Believe it or not, Belair is logged on like 20 hours a day. So if he's having dinner right now and happened to log off, I think it's okay, guys. Eric's in the Discord. I won. I'm so mad I'm not live. I'll be watching in a few. See, he's going to make it up to everybody. Eric, and you can't watch it back on 1.5x. You do have to watch it on standard speed. Did you get the audio shared on yours?
I did, I think. And if I didn't, it's, just cultural differences, from young people to old people.
Yeah.
Like me. Okay.
So I'm going to open my pack. Who was mine? Was mine Tom, I believe?
Yes.
You have Eric. I have Smash Mouth for mine, and then Tom gets the pack. Okay.
You're right.
All right. This is for Smash Mouth. One of my base set packs. I was sitting on this for a rainy day. This is for you, Smash Mouth. Don't worry, I will explain to Brian how to do the audio. Oh, wow. Danny Wing just got doxxed. He is Tom. Tom is Danny. Congratulations. All right, here we go. Behind door number 1, 24,374, Michael Carter Williams. Brian, tell us a story about playing him in DFS.
He is one of the most frustrating DFS players of all time, honestly. I'm not even kidding. Like, he used to be kind of a DFS stud in his first couple of years in the Sixers, but then he went straight downhill after that. And now he'll get the occasional start, and it's really hit or miss. Really 50-50.
All right. There you go. Michael Carter, 212. Dunk. Reggie. Oh, man. I thought for a second that was going to be a Kawhi 212 there.
Reggie Jackson. There's another guy.
Pretty nice cereal, though. 212 out of 12K.
Doesn't say anything about his dehydration issues he's had out throughout.
Is that what he's been dealing with?
Mm-hmm.
All right. There we go. No, we're not going to dox anyone on this show, Brian. It's not what we're about, except Tom, who we did have to dox. All right, here we go. Final one for Smash Mouth Bucks. Common, 3,000. Russell Westbrook. All right, Mr. Triple Double himself, Brian.
How much is the number 30 Westbrook going for in this?
This one?
What's it, phase 2?
Yeah. Let's see. I have no idea what this stuff is going for.
What do you guys think about this? I'll crowdsource. Should I sell my Westbrook? Whatever. Is it Hollow? The one that's got 57 max?
Oh, okay.
I got like the 24, and he's gonna like. Here's why I'm thinking about selling him before I open my pack. Sorry to bore everybody, but like it's really likely that like this is about it for him, like the peak. Like I doubt he's gonna triple double every single game next 2 years from now, right? So like Top Shot users, I think just card collectors in general don't like these veterans. It seems like they don't like Al Horford. They don't, you know what I mean? They don't like these guys who were really solid career in their end years. And then what's the wait period for the NBA Hall of Fame? Is it 5 years still? I think it's 5 years, right?
Okay.
Like I don't want to wait 5 fucking years. So I gotta wait for him to finish his career out, which is gonna take 4. Knowing him, it might take 10. The guy's insane, right? In a good way. And then you got another 5. But like you could also, just say, hey, the market's down. It's gonna like you could be like a Top Shot maxi, Top Shot truther, and just think it's gonna go off. And who cares that he's triple doubling every day now? I guess that's a take. But I was thinking, like, is there gonna be a better time in the next 6 years to sell a Westbrook than now?
Yeah, it's hard.
Career-wise, forget about the market. Like
forget about the market. Yeah. Career-wise, yeah. No, I agree. All right, let me see because your pack is Belair, right? Should we? I mean, he probably wants to. This is the kind of VIP.
Okay, how about this? I'll do another giveaway. I'll give away 2.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. We'll do another one. Brian's going to generously give it, and then maybe in the Discord, we could hop in the voice chat sometime and rip Eric's for him.
Eric. Yeah.
Okay. This is the kind of VIP treatment Eric gets. Let's go back to the wheel. We're going to spin one more for a pack here because Brian's feeling generous. All right. Look at that lolz branded wheel. Ooh, Gary. No, Jacob.
He's in the lolz Discord earlier saying how he hates Dave Portney, I think.
Okay, Jacob Lowell, congratulations. We are now going to open your pack here. Let me get Brian up on the screen.
All right, let's do, how about this guy?
Oh, and Belair is here. So Belair just got Jacob an extra pack by slow rolling it. So
okay, there you go. So should we?
We're going to do Jacob. We'll do Jacob first and then do Eric's right after.
All right, here we go. So
this is Jacob.
Hopefully this isn't too loud.
Jacob, you have Eric to thank. He milked another pack out of the lolz ecosystem. Used to not live too far from me here when he was in Boston. Fun fact.
Did you guys, play a little pickup one-on-one?
No, I once saw him in the produce aisle at Whole Foods. I didn't, but it seems like a cool story if it did happen.
How long do we let this video play? I know last time
I'd say this. The base packs you can go.
Oops. Peyton Pritchard did not start today. I hope you got him out of your lineups, unless he's balling.
Another guy that doesn't live too far from me here in Boston.
Not the greatest serial number. No. I'm starting to understand how you can afford all these dip buying. Top Shot.
That's right.
Crypto punk endeavors.
All right, Jacob Wool, 3 of 3 here. Let's do it. 394. Ooh, Kyrie, 394. Okay. All right, Jacob. There you go.
It's not LE, right? I mean, it's not CC. It's LE, right?
Yeah, that's a nice pull right there.
Okay. At least they're never gonna print any more on you there. I kind of wanted to talk about that too. Actually, maybe we should if there's time.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Very nice. I can tell Brian is absolutely seething that he has to give up that Kyrie he just pulled.
The last time we did one where I had to give up that Jackson Hayes, that was $4,400. It was like, ooh, that hurts a little bit.
It's hard to compete with Andy. The very first giveaway when he came on the stream, it was a Joel Embiid that at the time was like $16,000.
I remember.
It's just absurd. I think Andy's doing okay though.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
All right.
Unless Elon Musk tweets out about Top Shot something negative.
Yes,
Top
Eric.
Shot's in the ecosystem.
Eric, get out of the chat saying you didn't win the $100. Just get out of here. You did not win the 100. You won the pack that's being opened right now.
He wants the hundy.
Yeah, get out of here, Eric.
Who knows? You might win.
Danny Wing, aka Tom, aka Docs, won the 100.
A bowl. Mark I was just texting my buddy about what a giant bust this guy was. Bowls, the Garpax era. Oh my God, they're the worst GM in sports, former anyways. Although he'll probably get another gig. He's got another chance in him. That's not too bad. He's been playing well.
Okay.
Young. Not the end of the world.
You're not allowed to change your review, Hassan. All reviews are final.
He's gonna do another one like the Yelp reviews. Changing mine to 1 out of 5 stars. The pizza was cold.
All right, Belair. I hope this is the shittiest moment ever.
Carl Jones. Okay.
All right.
Serial number's not too great, but
nice dunk.
Complain about a cat.
There you go. All right, Eric. I guess you get one. You get one good moment.
How much are these worth now?
I mean, they said the Russell Westbrook one was worth $5.
Really?
It's tough out there, Brian. It's very tough. What you said you had thoughts on the number of editions in a series?
Yeah, the latest one. I still bought it, so it's not like I'm out or anything. But like the rare that they just sold, how many was in there? 80,000 or something?
Yeah, I paid $150 for it.
Yeah, I paid what I'm assuming I pay the same as you, but who knows with the special influencer benefits you get. It's like, isn't that a little extreme?
Yeah, I mean, but that said, I kind of like I like the idea of people now. Everyone was like, I want packs. I like now the market kind of swinging back in the other direction, and I would rather isn't the whole thing we were talking about before is like. I would rather have now I'm going to be like, I just want to go take my $150 to the marketplace and buy a cool moment instead of buying that pack and know what I'm going to get. I think that will be long-term good if people are starting to think that going to the market might be the better play with their money.
I could understand. I understand that logic, but if you do print this stuff into oblivion, it's not going to be worth anything. Just like the Topps cards.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So I wasn't too thrilled about like if they're doing it, like let's say they were going to do two or three rare drops over a 2-month period and they just put them all together. So it would have been the same amount of cards, but you're just doing it now so that like when they release it, everyone has a decent shot at getting one. Like that's fine if like their end goal, the total amount printed is the same. Like I think they should get rid of this CC stuff. Like just print it and be done with it. Release Series 3, release something else. You know what I mean? Do it like Magic the Gathering or whatever. Just keep coming out with new stuff. That's how I want it to go. This is selfishly.
Yeah.
They made a boatload of money. So, hey, more power to you. But like just looking out for our portfolios, you know, I don't know. Like it's got me thinking, hey, maybe you should sell a couple of these. Just in case.
Yeah. Danny, if you are in the chat, I mean, you got some time, but if you want to let us know, you got your eyes on anything there under $100, can we break news on what we're going to buy you? Feel free to pass that along here. Well, thank you. Yeah. And a sincere thanks, guys, for all those things. As Brian and I have said, we've been bad at doing the marketing aspects of the show. I think we both think we put on a fun, entertaining show here, but we haven't done everything we can to get it out to more people. So stuff like iTunes reviews, stuff like being better about promoting stuff on Twitter helps us out. So thank you guys for all those reviews. The jokes, the genuine ones, even the one that called me a clown. I appreciate all of you.
What was that about?
I know Silas too. It was he just came real hard. He came real hard at me.
Someone says in my Discord, if you got the LeBron #1, would you still give it away?
Yeah, right. Can you imagine if Brian did a take back on that?
Yeah.
You just would just kill your reputation.
Not doing it. Sorry.
There's no upside. I mean, now there's another good sketch. This like young top shot guy. He's launching his show. He only has like 2 people watching live. He does a giveaway and he pulls a number 1 LeBron and then just ends the show. He's like, I'm done making content.
That would be a good one for you for like a 40-second one, like a little 40-second video. Yeah. That would be hilarious. Okay, and it is a number 1 LeBron. Okay.
All right, we did just hear from Danny. He wants the Zion. Let's see here. I want to double check what Zion that is.
Yeah, that's what you were guessing too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like it's even down.
Yeah,
in price a little bit. Or which one is this? Let me know exactly which one that is, Danny. Is it Layup Series 2? There was a 99 Zion a couple days ago. Which one is dropped? It must be this one, right? Series 2 layup? Yeah. If there's another moment, Danny, to get you to 100.
Is there a better serial number?
We could get you a good serial number. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's look at the serials.
Well, it looks like wow, these prices are all over the place.
Seeing if we could snipe you a $100 deal up here. There's 140 there. From Puppet Master. 150
That's a good price. I'm gonna buy that. Sorry, Tom.
now we're going shopping. All right, we'll figure it out. You can let us know if you have a serial around 100 or if you want a combo of something else.
Yeah. Are you in the Discord?
Yeah.
We know Blair's there, and then who was the other one? We'll have to.
Yeah, it's Smash Mouth Bucks. I need to get in touch with them.
Yeah, either one of our Discords, Twitter, whatever.
Twitter, Discord is the best way.
Really, what I need is a reminder from 7 days from now, because that's what it takes.
Yes,
Snapchat, I'll let you send it.
And I actually told this to, I think it was last time I did a giveaway. You are not bugging us when you remind us to send them to you. You're not at all. Feel free to bug us. We need the reminder.
Yes, please. Yeah, because I'm thinking about Porzingis's minutes and stuff like that. So
you got late swap going on right now?
No, I'm good. I mean, Caruso's out, but it's not till 9:30. So
okay, man. Yeah, is there a good MMA card this weekend?
Yeah, it's a championship one.
Is it?
One of the fights was canceled. It's a 256. I wonder if John Kelly's in the chat. 262.
262 is Oliveira. Okay, I remember him.
Well, Michael Chandler.
And Tony Ferguson in the co-main. Ferguson's
Chandler's
fun.
Beast.
We'll I'll get together. We've been putting together like a 20-man lolz MMA listener league. I'm around on Saturday, so I'll put one of those together, and that's been fun. Although I was so tilted last week, like normally I wait until an hour before lock to make my lineups, but I was just kind of chilling. And I was excited to make them. Did everything, spent like an hour and a half, and then boom, fight canceled. I was so mad.
Yeah, I remember. I remember all too well. Did we have Run Sims? What are those? Did you was that the RBX slept through?
Yes. Okay. That was so great. Because I called it. I asked him to get in there because I just jokingly being like, no, he'll actually put a lineup in. Nope. He forgot to update.
He sent me stuff that like, I'm like, can I tweet this out? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, fine. Stuff that would at least get 100, 200 likes.
That's so funny.
He's in my Discord MMA nights sometimes, and it's not crack streams-esque, but he makes some lewd jokes. If you guys are interested,
what was his take on the Yukon Dave interview?
He was fine with it. He was fine with it. Like he He didn't really say too much on it. And I'm like, he kind of brushed you off there, guy. He's like, what?
Wow.
Like, yeah, watch it again. Pete goes, or I asked him, hey, I think I heard you hung out with RBX88 at Super Bowl. Yeah, I hung out with a lot of people. Okay. All right. Guess that didn't go as well as RBX thought. Or
that's so good. We love RBX. We got to get him back on one of these days, hear what he's up to, other than just having copious amounts of sex.
Yeah, he's got to rehydrate, much like Reggie Jackson, and win a millie before he's allowed back on.
That is true. I miss the days of him sliding into my Instagram and just being like, "Can't come on until I win another millie, huh?" And being like, "Yep," and then he kind of sulks away.
He's probably gonna win it. I think that would be the record.
Which would be incredible.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Very fun night, very fun show. If you haven't subscribed, if you now want to leave a non-rent seeking iTunes interview with no prize other than the goodness of your heart and helping grow the show, you can still do that. But we don't expect you to, because market's going to market, right, Brian?
That's right. It's just a bunch of rent seekers out there. Nothing you can do about it. We're all screwed.
All right, guys. For Brian Hooper, I'm Peter Overzet. This has been lolz. Remove the toxicity out there, guys.